3 weeks after the conference, my daughter went into labor.
We're joined by scholars, healthcare practitioners, policymakers, philanthropists, advocates, corporate leaders, and always the most important voice in the room, we're joined by Black mothers.
What we thought was going to be a regular, we were happy. This was not the baby that was trying to come early. She was great. Went into labor, she was in a little longer. And when they brought her back in, they said she lost a lot of blood during delivery. And she came into the room and she looked really pale, and she was in and out of consciousness. Even in her in and out of consciousness, there was a real lackadaisical attitude from the nurses. And this is not to say that they weren't trying to do their job, but what I noticed was that there was a lot of emphasis on the baby. Chanel looked at me and she said, "Mommy, something's not okay." When I pulled the sheet back, the pad was full of blood. And I said to the nurse, "You gotta come in." She came in, and even when she came in, it was as if we were bothering her. Because she was like, it's just to be expected. I said, "Ma'am, something's wrong." I pulled the sheet back. She looked at the sheet and she walked out of the room immediately. When she walked back in, there were doctors and everyone came into the room. A blood clot was at the top and she was having a postpartum hemorrhage. And so she was bleeding out. And they said had they not gotten it, she would have bled out right there in front of us. And what she said to me when she came home for Christmas was, "Thank you for believing me." I think I shared when I did my interview that everything about your presentation at the conference was so impactful. And how you changed my life is that you gave me a new appreciation.
I lost my fiance, Amber Rose Isaac, due to an unscheduled C-section that stemmed from medical negligence throughout her entire pregnancy. And I started advocating immediately after her passing.
Immediately after Amber passed away, I literally went home, cried my eyes out, did my research, and was figuring out how I was going to fight this. Mm-hmm. My responsibility to carry the knowledge forth and spread it out so others can hear these warnings and, you did exactly what you needed to do and what I was wanting for people to do, which is care for each other enough to show up and support. And you showed up right on time. You were where you needed to be. It was tough. So we have to speak out, and we have to show up and support, and we have to show up in community, because that's the only way that we're going to save each other.
Exactly. And you saved my daughter's life.
You did. That was you.
But it was your voice. And thank you for showing up.